Welcome to BSc Statistics students. In this lesson, we discuss row minima method with the help of a problem. So we can understand with the help of the problem. So please see here, the problem is 3 rows and 3 columns have been given to you, which means 3 origins and 3 destinations and respective availabilities and requirements have been specified. Now we have to calculate initial basic feasible solution by using row minima method. This is what the question it is given in the examination. So find an initial basic feasible solution. Somewhere it will be asked the question, solve the following transportation problem using the row minima method. So there is nothing difference. Solve means we cannot solve by using row minima method. We cannot calculate the minimum cost. So therefore, only we can calculate initial basic feasible solution. So therefore, I am starting the problem. So the procedure is nothing but first of all you have to select a first row, and as maximum as possible the amount is going to be allocated in a particular selected row which is having minimum cost. Select a first row and select a minimum cost in the first row, and there you allocate as much as possible quantity. That is the meaning which I am explaining here. You select here the first row, and in which the minimum cost is 30. Now the allocation is going to be made here. So arrange or make one particular box there, and so you please go and allocate in the upper left corner. The minimum of availability is 1, requirement is 2. The requirement is 2 units. There is only one particular unit is available. Therefore, we can send only 1 unit at this particular destination. That is what I am writing here. 1. That is this is in the cell 1, 2. That is x1, 2. You can write as it is nothing but x1, 2 is equivalent to the minimum of 1, 2. Availability 1, requirement 2. The minimum is 1. Therefore, allocate 1 here. So therefore, first row was cancelled. Until and unless the first row was cancelled, we have to do this particular allocation. Reconsider the first row. For example, first row was not cancelled, then you have to reconsider the first row and do the allocation on the first row again. Okay, and consider next minimum cost, and then do allocation on the particular cell. So that is what the procedure is required in the row minimum method. So consider the first row, do as much as possible allocations are there, and then after cancelling the first row, go to the second row. If first row was not cancelled, and reconsider the first row and do the allocations. That is what the procedure. So therefore here, after this what you have to write here, availability at the first origin is exhausted. Therefore you cancel the first row and make the next allocations in the next row, starting with the next row. That is the second row. Right, so therefore, and the remaining balance here it is 1, because 1 unit was already sent to the second destination. Therefore, 1 unit was remained. So if you consider this is transportation table 1, then I am considering transportation table 2 here. Transportation table 2. If you consider transportation table 2 with the remaining origins and destinations here, 1, 2, 3 destinations here. So therefore you consider with the remaining values. So if you consider the cost here, 90 is 45 and it is 170 and 250, 200 and 50, which are the cost here. And the availabilities are 4 and 4, and here the requirements are 4, 1 and 3. Right? So now again you consider the second row, because first row was cancelled, it was finished, the availability requirement which are finished, and now you have to consider the second row. So the second row you have to consider, while you are considering the second row, again you consider the minimum cost 45. 45 is the minimum cost, so hence you make the allocation here, put the allocation here, and in which what you have to do is availability corresponding to this particular row is 4 and requirement is 1, and therefore you have to consider here it is in the cell 2 comma 2. You see, observe here 2 and it is 2, so therefore I am considering observation, that is x2 to allocation, the quantity which is going to be considered as minimum of 4 comma 1, and it is obviously it is 1, therefore allocate 1, and then cancel, it was the requirement was finished, therefore cancel the second destination or the second column, and the remaining balance here it is 3. Okay, so the second column was cancelled and the second destination, the requirement at the second destination which was satisfied, therefore you cancel that particular row. And transportation table 3, now you consider transportation table 3 with the remaining origins and destinations. Here are 2 origins and 2 destinations, so therefore I consider here second origin, third origin here, and first origin, first destination and third destination, and therefore here availabilities are 3, 4 and requirements are 4 and 3, right? And the cost here 90 and 250 here and 170 and 50. Now again you reconsider the second row, because second row was not cancelled. So here 90 and 170 are two another costs which are left, 2 cells which are left in the second row. Hence we have to reconsider the second row and make the next and consider the next minimum cost. Here the minimum cost is 45, the next minimum cost is 90 here. So therefore next minimum cost is 90 and make the allocation here now, and in which you have to consider this is cell 2 comma 1, this is cell 2 comma 1, that is x21, it is going to be considered as minimum of x21, it is going to be considered as a minimum of 3 and 4, 3 and 4, it is minimum is 3, so minimum is 3, you allocate here 3 and it is at the corresponding second origin, that is the availability at the second origin it is exhausted, therefore cancel second row, so therefore now it was cancelled the second row, now you have to go and consider last row, that is the third row, okay, and make allocation the next one. You write down please here, since second row was that is origin, the availability at the second origin is exhausted, therefore cancel second row, and then make the next allocation, the transportation table 4. Transportation table 4. What you have to consider in the transportation table 4? We have to consider there are there is 1 origin and 2 destinations left there, and this is the first one and third one destinations and third origin. Okay, availability is 4 and requirements are here remaining balance. The requirement, that is the requirement is 1. Already 3 units were sent to this particular first destination, and 1 it is going to be still to send. 3 units were sent. So therefore, here remaining balance are 1 and 3. And now cost, I write the cost 250 and 50. And therefore, if say I explained in the last procedure northwest corner rule, that if you have a single row or a single column, no need to apply the procedure, because you see a simple logic behind that is 4 units are available here. 1 unit is to be transferred to the first destination, 3 units are to be transferred to the another destination. So 2 particular places you have to send 1 and 3 units, definitely we can send, we have no option. We have 4 units, 1 unit is going to be sent to the one particular destination, 3 units are to be sent to the another particular destination. So therefore we can send directly, we can send, you no need to have any particular procedure. So therefore I am allocating directly 1 and 3. You see here, so here the observations are x31 allocations are x31 is equal to 1 and x33 is equal to 3. So this is what therefore all rim requirements are satisfied. I comment again, I explain what are rim requirements. Rim requirements means sum of the availability is equal to sum of the requirements. We can see at first, that is the, of course it is very first step as well. Sum of the availabilities 4, 4, 1, that is 9, 4, 2 and 3, it is also 9. So sum of the availability equal to sum of the requirements. Otherwise, we have to introduce a dummy origin or a dummy destination. So that is the procedure. Of course, here all the problems are balanced translation problems. So therefore, I am explaining it for a particular balanced translation problem. Right? So this is what the procedure of row minimum method of allocating the various allocations, so the quantities, how they are going to be sent from one origin to one various origin to various destinations. Right. So then what we have to write is the first point, the initial basic feasible solution. The initial basic feasible solution. Feasible solution by using row minima method. By using row minima method. Why using row minima method? What is the initial basic feasible solution? x12 is equal to 1, x22 is equal to 1, x21 is equal to, it is 3, and x31 is equal to, it is 1, and x33 is equal to 3. These are the allocations in the row minimum method, which is called initial basic feasible solution. Now, second point is total transportation cost. It is not a minimum transportation cost, only total transportation cost. Transportation cost. Z is equivalent to B. The formula is summation I is equal to 1 to M, summation J is equal to 1 to M, Xij, Cij, or Cij, Xij. You can consider. Right, Cij, Xij. Now you see, go and refer the tables, you can get it. 1 multiplied by 30. This is quantity Xij, this is the cost Cij. So 1 multiplied by 30, whatever it is, so you can write in any order. And 1 multiplied by 45 plus 3 multiplied by 90 and plus 1 multiplied by 250 plus 3 multiplied by 50. So go and calculate. I am calculating using calculator. Here it is the value 30. 1 into 30, it is 30 plus and 45 plus it is 3 into 90, 270 plus 250 and 3 5 is 150. This is the value 745, therefore it is equivalent to be rupees 745. This is what the total transportation cost which was obtained in the row minimum method. These are the 2 points you have to calculate or you have to furnish at the end of the after completion of the method. By using the row minimum method or any particular method, you have to specify these 2 particular points. First one, initial solution. Second one, total transportation cost. Hope you understand. This is what the procedure of row minimum method. Thank you.